I said in yesterday's video that I didn't even want to talk about Robin Williams committing suicide because it was just too depressing. Just too depressing to think about someone that, from all our points of view, had everything. Had money, had fame, popularity, you know, all those things that you're told are supposed to be great things and you're making it in this world if you get them. Now, I decided to make a video about this based on the news coverage of Robin Williams' death, and I feel a tremendous opportunity to tackle, if not tackle, but just to greatly address a very severe problem that takes the lives of human beings every single day, and that is severe depression and suicidal thoughts. Robin Williams committed suicide. Now, I'm not saying the news shouldn't cover, you know, and talk about how funny Mrs. Doubtfire was or how great a job he did in Good Will Hunting or anything like that. I think he's a tremendous actor and a tremendous comedian. That deserves a place to be noted. But when I watch a 2-hour block of Good Morning America this morning, and the even mention of suicide and depression was made one time, and it was a fleeting remark, because they had to crowbar it in to talking about all the silly and funny things that Robin Williams did in his life. Now again, all that deserves to be mentioned, but it insults me, just as a human being, to know that there was a very severe problem that caused Robin Williams to meet his ultimate end here, and the news just wants to either paint it to us, but you know what, I'm not just specifically saying the news is the guilty one here, because it's a lot of us in society that just want to just go like, I don't want to see something depressing on the news. If there's something that's in a good light to talk about this story, only tell me the good light of this story. Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire was funny. Oh, he's the voice of the genie in Aladdin. Oh, there's all these funny things and all these great things he did. I don't want to hear about the depressing stuff. Just tell me how good he was. Folks, we all know how good he was. We all know how funny he was. We all know that he was appreciated by pretty much goddamn near everyone, unless you somehow didn't find any entertainment in whatever he did and you're too sophisticated for those tastes. But the thing is here, there is such a squandered opportunity right now that you could strike while the iron is hot. Get out there, get on the forefront, and address this. Are we afraid to have the topic of suicide spoken to us? Is the media afraid to put that out there in the forefront? Yes, it has been covered here and there, but the majority of the Robin Williams coverage has just been about what a great man it is and how sad it is that he's dead. And not that how sad it is that he got to a state of mental well-being that his only option was to kill himself. And so many people go through the thought process of that get severe depression, that have suicidal thoughts, that attempt suicide and some live, that attempt suicide and some succeed. And we could really open the door to understanding why people get like this now if the majority, even not the majority, but just more of what happened with Robin Williams was more addressed on the end of suicide. Are we really that scared to talk about it? Are we that scared to hear about it? I just see this as just such a squandered opportunity right now. It's just being squandered away because we want to hear how funny Mrs. Doubtfire was. We want to see a clip from one of his stand-up acts. And I hear people out there. I saw my Twitter blow up yesterday and people putting out suicide help prevention hotline numbers and talking about suicide and depression, and I really got the vibe that society was just like, oh, they really just want to take a stand against, you know, severe depression and understanding severe depression, because someone like me, I don't understand why someone could reach in their mind that the only possible option left is death, to kill oneself. Now again, that's me sitting here in my shoes, in my world, in my relative happy life that has very few things worth a damn to complain about. But maybe someone like me could better understand why someone would get like that. And help notice the signs better, help reach out to people better. to maybe help someone become a saved life rather than another notch in the belt of suicide. It's just this whole thing has turned into a more depressing story. One, it's a shock to see that Robin Williams did this, and that I don't understand why a man that has everything in the world could reach that as their ultimate end. But then to see the media just like say, oh, let's roll out all our, you know, extra footage of Robin Williams and all our interviews we had with him and all this. Now granted, some news programs I saw are bringing on like actual psychologists and stuff and talking about depression and whatnot, but it is such a side story at this moment, and that's sad. That's sad. Anyway, just wanted to offer my piece about this, because I'm just let down that, you know, so many in society just only want to mark this event for, well, not an event, that's, anyways, I don't know what word I'm looking for, I'm scrambled in the brain here, but just, you know, mark this day and time yesterday with, oh, I'm going to watch Mrs. Doubtfire tonight and laugh at how funny it was, rather than, you know, just, I don't know, doing anything to help end suffering, depression. But then again, I guess that's the careless society we live in, because what am I really going to do other than make this video? And just speak my thoughts and what's on top of my head. Because again, this is a topic that a lot of people, like myself, really don't take all that seriously, and I'll be the first to admit it. But maybe if I understood it better, and maybe if things were explained to me a little bit better, I wouldn't have such a nonchalant attitude about it. But I don't know, all I can do is I can turn on the news and see clips from Mrs. Doubtfire right now. And a few crowbarred mentions of suicide and depression and severe depression right now. Anyway, have a good day, everyone out there, and as Boogie2988 said in his video, you know, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope no matter how bad things are. That's the only thing I could say. Because even at the darkest hour, a rainbow can appear, as cliche as that sounds. Have a good day, everyone.